Greetings, Youtubeloids, Makermatic 21 here, and welcome to the costume section of our review. So for starters, we're going to talk about Dr. Mario. His first costume was his regular traditional costume, but basically it looked like him. Then we go to the second outfit, and they put him in pink. I don't know why they chose to put him in pink. I know there's supposed to be a red portion of it, but I would have made it more of like a red than a pink. Then we move on to the third appearance, and it's blue, which is kind of closer to Dr. Scrubs. It wasn't terrible, it wasn't great. I just wish Nintendo would have just changed the color of his shirt and not the color of his jacket, or even the color of his tie. Actually, I don't even know if he wore a tie in this. In the original, he had a tie. So then they do green. The gloves, they look like what you wash dishes with. Just terrible. I don't know what they were thinking. When they put him in all black, Mario just kind of looks like a ninja, and he looks nothing like a doctor. So that's what I think of the costumes there. Apparently every character gets 5 appearances. Now we'll cover Mario. His original attire is great, nothing really to say on that. Now for his second costume, they gave him a Wario outfit. That's not a bad idea. Mario has worn Wario's outfit. Actually, in Paper Mario 2, they introduced this to the Wario badge. It would make sense, but Mario over the years has worn many different outfits. I think Nintendo could have been a little bit more clever than just giving him Wario's clothes. Then we move on to this one. Now this appearance I like. It looks kind of like his old NES appearance. I think it's Mario's most realistic appearance actually. He's got brown overalls and the gray work shirt. This one I think was a great appearance for him. Then of course we have his original red and blue outfit from his old school days. The only thing here is Nintendo made his hat blue, and I don't know why. They should have kept it red to make it exactly like the original appearance. This is the worst one, mainly because I hate the overalls. I don't know if that's supposed to be ugly brown or yellow, orange, I can't tell, but they're absolutely terrible, and I wish Nintendo would have made them blue so that it would look like his Luigi outfit that he wore. Mario has been known to dress like Luigi, but again, I would hope that they'd be a little more creative. There's plenty of outfits that he's worn over the years that they don't have to resort to those kind of outfits. And we move on to his brother. Luigi's first outfit was fine. This outfit, I don't know if a lot of you would remember, is his old NES appearance. It's Fire Luigi. His next outfit is blue. You'll notice that he has a light blue hat, light blue shirt, and dark blue overalls. And a lot of you may be wondering where this outfit came from, because it kind of seems as though Nintendo just came up with a random outfit. But in actuality, it was Mario who originally wore this costume in the original Mario Brothers. If you look here, you'll see this would also be the first appearance of Luigi, by the way. But Mario is clearly in a light blue shirt, blue hat, blue overalls, not unlike his twin counterpart. So basically what I'm trying to sum up with Luigi is that Nintendo has a whole retro theme going for him. Luigi basically wears every outfit that Mario used to wear, whereas Mario wears newer stuff, which I find odd because since Luigi is the second created character, you would think that Luigi would wear the newer, modern, hipper stuff, and Mario would wear the old school classic stuff. Maybe this is one of the few secrets that actually makes Luigi popular. I don't know. Maybe you Luigi fans out there can enlighten me and explain this. This was a throwback to the original Super Mario Brothers game. And you'd get a fire flower, and this is what he would look like. Then we move on to Bowser. And his first appearance looked pretty nice. I remember originally when I saw this, I didn't really like the gold skin too much. But he was yellow in Mario 64. And he's got his orangey skin appearance, that was good, but I wasn't too into the red here. I think Nintendo could have made his shell pink and his face gray, and you could have had a nice Roy appearance. This one was just weird. I did like this outfit. I think if Nintendo thought about it, there's a couple appearances for Bowser that would look really good, and these aren't it. We move on to Princess Peach. She looks fine here. Then they made her Daisy. This was clever. Then we have her here. I like to call this the Nurse Peach outfit. This actually would be from Super Mario RPG. When you got poisoned, you turned like a slate purple hue. And I think that's why they made Peach's dress purple in this one, because that's how she looked in that. Put her in the green dress. It's almost like a Fire Emblem, a neutral character type outfit. Then we move on to Yoshi. Yoshi was probably the best in this game because he was just all of his generic defaults. He even got an extra color. Looks like he had the most in this game. Then we move on to DK. I have a couple complaints on DK. The first one's good. The second appearance, they gave him the dark blue tie, and that was fine. And they made him slightly darker. That, of course, would be like from the original Donkey Kong Country, when you put it on two-player battle mode, when you have two players go against each other, Donkey Kong wore a blue tie. Now this one here, they made him real red. I wasn't really into that. This one, I understand the purple tie, but I don't understand why they made Donkey Kong pure blue. And then they made him an ugly green here. I never liked these colors. Well, they did it in the original Smash. I really think they should have went with various shades of browns or grays for him. Then we move on to Captain Falcon. His normal appearance is fine. This, of course, was his Blood Falcon appearance, so that was pretty cool. I don't know what they were thinking on this one. Fans call this the Valentine's Day outfit. I call it stupid. And this is this hideous, ugly green outfit with gold and yellow. This is like the Aquaman outfit of the Melee universe. It's just bad. This is Captain Falcon, I guess, trying to be Captain America. I don't know. The blue actually doesn't look bad. It's kind of like his appearance from F-Zero GX. I wish Nintendo would have paid attention to the color schemes that they used in that game, and they could have given him those outfits for here. Really, he's fine, but I don't like this, and I hate this one. It's terrible. Nintendo could have done better. And we go on to Ganondorf. He looks great, his original appearance. And they put him in red. I don't know why they made him red exactly. Blue was okay. The green's terrible. And purple, I don't know what they were thinking. That about wraps up Ganondorf. Alright, so then we go on to Falco from the Star Fox series. His first appearance is fine. And then we go to his second appearance. I do realize that they put him in red because of team battles and all that, but they could have easily just changed his shirt or something. The blue's alright, the green is just horrible. Look at it, it's ugly. The Star Fox gang have worn other uniforms. I'm sure you'll remember from the intro of Star Fox 64 where they had the orange shirt and the green shirt and the red and blue. They really could have just taken the other colors from the Star Fox uniforms and given them to Falco. The Star Fox, it's really the same difference. It looks good here. This was alright, but I wasn't that big of a fan of it. That was okay. This one was probably my favorite, actually. I did like when I was younger. But again, they could have just changed the scarf or something. They just went all out with the colors. It's really weird. Fox has never worn any of these outfits. The problem is Nintendo doesn't stick with what the characters actually have worn. They just throw on these random outfits that just look ridiculous. I think if they put their thinking caps on, they could make it look better. Which brings us to Ness. That's just hideous. I don't know what 17-year-old boy would ever wear an outfit like this. Purple and yellow striped shirt, purple jeans, dorky looking blue sneakers. This kid got beat up a lot in school.
He's Charlie Brown.
The only thing I can go with here is Ness hasn't ever really worn anything different. I'm certain for one of these appearances, this one for example, it's supposed to be blue team, they could have given Ness blue and white striped outfits so it kind of looked like his pajamas in the beginning of the game, but they didn't. I just really think there's more they could have done. So I'm going to Ice Climbers. They look good here. Green and yellow is weird. Believe it or not, I liked all the looks of the Ice Climbers. They've never actually changed their appearances over the years. They're always pink and blue, so the different outfits there, I guess Nintendo was stuck with. I've never seen them wear anything else. They'll get a pass. Kirby is all the right colors he's supposed to be, even the black and white. Kirby, they did an excellent job on, but no surprise there. Michiru Sakurai designed it. Of course he's going to make Kirby look the best out of all of them. Then we move on to Samus. They stuck her in her Bavaria suit, of course. This suit looks like her old school NES outfit. If you played the original Metroid, when she gets the final outfit, it's kind of like a pinkish color, so I did like that. It's a little nod to the past. I don't know why they picked this horrible brown. It's just ugly. It looks nothing like anything she would wear, other than later when they gave her the Phazon suit, but that wouldn't be till several years later after this game. That was absolutely terrible too. And then finally they give her the gravity suit. Really, the changes here is this ugly brown should be colored all yellow. It should look like the power suit, because that's how her power suit looked in Super Metroid. And then this green, they probably could have made this whole outfit various shades of gray and made the visor blue and called it a Galactic Federation Trooper. Which, by the way, they have not yet to do in any of the Smash Brothers games. I'll keep my fingers crossed that they'll do it in the new Smash Brothers game, but probably not. We're just going to keep picking colors that characters don't even wear. Which brings us to Zelda. They put her in red. She's worn red before in the Zelda games, so that makes sense. Same with blue, Same with Green. She's worn all these outfits in her various appearances. Pretty much I have no complaints on Zelda. Then we move to Link. Ocarina of Time. Now he looks great here. This is regular. And of course we put him in his fire tunic. Perfect. Blue tunic. Perfect. Here they got lazy. They could have just made it all black and just made it Shadow Link. But instead they just put Link in a black tunic that he is yet to wear to this day. So until they put him in an actual black tunic in a Zelda game, I'm not buying it. And then they put him in the white. It would be perfect if they didn't give it to Adult Link, because Adult Link did not wear this. However, Young Link did wear it in the original Legend of Zelda game at the very end, so it's perfect for him. And all of his other outfits work, except for the black again. Then we go down to Pichu. Pichu looks fine in his regular appearance. And then they just gave him accessories. That's fine. Pichu looks great. He's another character that they didn't have to make any changes to. Which brings us to Pikachu. They gave him a slight reddish hue. But if you'll notice, they gave him a red and white hat, which is a reference to the original Red. So he's supposed to be Red's Pikachu. Or if you're going by the TV anime show, he'd be Ash's Pikachu. Now this one here, they gave him a blue hat.
It's birthday Pikachu.
And then the green. Now, when I was younger, I didn't like this green tone at all. But there is a Pokemon trainer in the show, and his name is escaping me right now. Now, he appeared in Pokemon Puzzle League. He had a greenish hue-typed Pikachu. So this Pikachu looks like that Pikachu, except it didn't wear a stupid leprechaun hat. And we're going to move on to Jigglypuff. They just added different hats again, but they didn't change anything. You see, Nintendo, look how easy this is. How come on characters like this, you just add the addition to things, or you just color certain things, but you don't change the color scheme of them? Yet with, say, Donkey Kong, instead of just changing the tie, no, you want to change them to red, and blue, and a horrible radioactive green. It looks like he was swimming around a nuclear power plant, for God's sake.
He looks like the friggin' Swamp Thing with that green.
What can I say? It ain't easy being green, you know? So then we move on to Mewtwo. His first appearance is fine. This greenish one was his shiny form. So then they just gave him this hideous yellow and hideous blue that never had anything to do with anything. It's really hard to do anything with Mewtwo back then, I suppose. They didn't really have many different variations on him. I guess I'll give Nintendo a pass on this one because there's not really much you could have done with that. So we move on to Mr. Game & Watch, and they gave him all different colors here, but honestly, Mr. Game & Watch has never done anything or been anything except Mr. Game & Watch. The only lack of colors here is my only complaint, but you don't really have to do anything with him. You move on to Marth. Marth's original appearance looks good. They didn't do his light blue costume, which I wish they had. They did his regular costume here, but in the Japanese Famicom version, he had a real light blue costume that they didn't do. From here, they turned him red. Now notice, they didn't change anything about him, his color. They kept the hair the same, they just made it red. This is, of course, a reference to an enemy unit in the Fire Emblem series. They make him red, so that was fine. Green, of course, is the equivalent to a neutral unit, so if Marth hadn't joined your party yet. Him being in all black, I'm guessing, is a reference to his anime. I put up his original anime, so you guys are welcome to check that out if you want. He wears an all-black outfit exactly like this.
I advise all viewers not to watch the fucking anime.
And then we come to his all-white appearance. He just looks like a Walt Disney Prince Charming type character. I guess somebody at Nintendo was a big fan of Beauty and the Beast or Snow White or some shit, and they gave him this white appearance. It's still cool though, even though Marth still looks like a girl. Then we move on to our final costume, da-da-da-da, Roy! His first appearance is cool. His second appearance, they made him like an enemy unit, but Roy looks good in blue. And then they put him in green, he looks like a neutral unit. Now gold, I don't know if Roy ever wore gold, but that's just freaking awesome. This was my favorite appearance of him in this entire game, and they should make this a color somehow in the future in a Fire Emblem game. There you have it, really. That's all the costumes. That's my review on the costumes. We know what's good. We know what's shit. Hopefully Nintendo will pay attention to that for future games. That's it for this part, and now we'll move on to the next part.